Hi guys, welcome to this video. I'm Prashant, I'm the founder of Wordpandit, and I'm bringing this series of videos to you wherein I explain previous year CAT questions. Here we've got a CAT 2018 question. Before you go through the video solution, please go through the passage as well as the passage analysis video. That's going to help you understand this question better. Now, what is this question all about? What is this question talking about here? In the second paragraph, the phrase "what hammering a nail is to halting a falling skyscraper" means. What does this refer to, this particular line? Now, in order to identify the answer, let's read the context itself and then we'll analyze the four answer options. The context here is recycling plastics is to saving the earth. What hammering a nail is to halting a falling skyscraper. So basically you're saying recycling plastic is basically a futile exercise, right? So that's what you're trying to point out, the futility of the exercise. This is not going to do anything. You can't hammer a nail to halt a falling skyscraper, right? And even repeats it, encouraging individuals to recycle more will never solve the problem of a massive production of single-use plastic that should have been avoided in the first place. So this is something that should have been avoided in the first place. So the problem here, according to the context which has been given to us, is the fact that we are being told to recycle plastic in order to prevent the problem of plastic pollution, which is never going to solve the problem. Now, which of these options highlights this sentiment? Option number C does that for us, focusing on consumer behavior to tackle the problem of plastic pollution. So the problem here is, that is when he says focusing on consumer behavior, that is recycling plastic. This is the reference here. We are asking consumers to recycle plastic, whereas what is the problem? The problem is on the producer side. That is what the passage talks about. This activity of recycling plastic, focusing on consumer behavior, is what is equivalent to hammering a nail to halt a falling skyscraper. Now that is why option number C is the correct answer here. Option number A states relying on emerging technologies to mitigate the ill effects of plastic pollution. This context has nothing to do with emerging technologies outside the scope of the passage, not even mentioned. B, encouraging the responsible production of plastics by firms. Here this analogy, when he says what hammering a nail is to halting a falling skyscraper, this has got nothing to do with production of plastics. This is putting the onus on individuals, putting the onus on consumers to recycle plastics. This is not about production, this is about consumers. D, focusing on single-use plastic bags to reduce the plastic footprint. Here this is just a specific use case, just a specific example which has been provided here when he talks about grocery bags, just to highlight this point. This analogy is not about single-use plastics bags. This is about consumer behavior and recycling plastic. This is far too specific an example that does not illustrate the general nature of this analogy used by the author of the passage here. Hence the correct answer here is option number C and not options A, B and D. Hopefully so you are clear with the question now. Thank you very much for watching this video, and as always, happy learning.